it's still predominantly medieval longsword, broadsword, and kendo and bokken.
Oh, I'm dying.
And I try to use that in a combination. But, you know, now that I'm switching over to bokken, I'm finding that I like the bokken a lot better, but I'll still have that European side in me.
Well,
why? Because Knights of the Round Table are awesome.
You've never really used that European style with the bokken. When you're using a shinai, because it's straight, you have a tendency to switch more to that longsword style.
I would agree. When I use the shinai, I also tend to go a little bit more freestyle.
Yeah.
Like shinai explorations or in nature.
We all really do. When we have the shinai, because the shinai and the bokken, they're balanced and they're designed differently, and they have a different feeling in the hand. Whereas with the shinai, I'm very comfortable even though especially mine, which is larger and is made for someone my size as compared to the ones you originally had, I feel more comfortable trying to use it one-handed as compared to a bokken, which its balance and its shape and its feel in the hand is more akin to a real katana.
The shinai themselves were built for a very specific reason. They were built for the sport of kendo. And I find that when you break out of that form and you're just doing freestyle, you tend to want to play. Because the shinai is a perfect equivalent to every kind of sword style. You can use it one-handed, you can use it two-handed, you can know the Chinese broadsword, you can know the Japanese sword, you can know the medieval sword. It can do all of that. So you tend to want to lightsaber out, is my term of the day, lightsaber out. You tend to want to go, you tend to want to rave, you tend to want to do stuff because it's a free weapon. It's a weapon that, used in our hands, can do anything.
By the way, it's not the scar.
Oh, from the ring?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, how's that doing?
Look at something. Sorry. It's right there on the ring finger.
Oh yeah, I see it there. I have, I've said this so many times. Back when we first started out, I was about 3 years into my training with medieval. I wasn't taking it as seriously back then, and Noam had his weapon, and if you check out episode 7, it's muted now, unfortunately, but if you check it out, Noam got me smacking the thumb, and it snapped a little bit, or it did something bad, and I should have gone to the hospital, but I didn't. I still won the fight, but I couldn't, the thumb literally exploded. If past viewers remember that particular incident, that was a lot of fun and a lot of pain.
I've only heard about it. Yeah, well, I think the most common injury for us, yours was, I think, the first injury that wasn't on the thumb. Like,
no, mine resulted as my stupidity with keeping my ring on.
Well, but, I mean, George, you had your screwed up thumb. I've had my thumb cut up a couple times. It just catches just right in the shinai.
Yeah. The thumb and the fingers are usually the prime. You know, they're usually the first casualties next to maybe the arms and the shoulders. Yeah, I would say definitely. I would agree with that.
I think it's time. It's getting time for another round.
Watch Kenny punches, watch the rabbit punches. You're the best man. Ah! Keep it on. You're already beating people up wearing the Star of Life. Come on, beating with the Star of Life. There you go. That looked awesome though. It's okay.
We're gonna need instant replay on that, and I say this because as soon as I say this, you cut in the video.
That was a nice one. For those of you who don't know, this is known as Odyssey. Beat the draw. His Gatotsu! Oh! No, don't throw camera!
A lot of those strikes that I always do against certain opponents, Major for example, because of his style, and I don't mean this against his style, what it does is a lot of what you were saying, I should do more of wrist, hand attacks.
Wow, that was started.
Same thing. And again. I farted.
I know.